During an interview that Tony Robbins had with Oprah, he made this statement that I couldn't get out of my head, and I want to share it with you. He said that people often overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in a decade. I think it's true. I think about this weird thing that I do. Every time I have to go somewhere, I always estimate that it's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes. And sometimes it does. If I get all green lights and there's light traffic and I remember everything and get out the door on my first try. But most of the time it doesn't, and that doesn't take into account that I have to park my car and get out and get into the office or whatever the location is. I don't know why that I do that, but it makes me feel better to think 15 to 20 minutes. Now, when you think about your visions, how do you estimate them? Do you think everything can be done in a year? Do you think everything can be done in a month? How do you think about your visions? Today we're talking about the things that you really need to have in place in order for this vision thing to become a reality for you. I want you to be able to experience the things that you dream. Remember, my whole vision for you is that you know what is best for you. That when you allow your purpose to communicate with your soul, and when your soul is allowed to flow through your activities every day, everything that you dream of is possible. And I think that the process of getting to what is possible and best for you is an important and necessary growth experience so that you can grow bigger and better. So when I think about vision, the big issue that I have as a coach is while I want you to be completely inspired by the idea of a better life, I also want you to think about how it's going to happen. I want it to become real to you. People often say that they want $1 million, or they want to travel to Australia, or they want to lose 100 pounds, or they want to live in a mansion, they want to be like Oprah. They have these visions. And I really believe them. I think that there are elements in each of the things that they are thinking about that are important to them. And this is the way they package it up. It's the way that we kind of put a face on all the little details of our visions. But vision is real. And on that journey to your $1 million, or to be like Oprah, or to get to Australia, that's where the important stuff happens. And so it's important to me that you start on this journey in a real way. You aren't going to be able to lose 100 pounds. You're going to be able to lose a pound. And then maybe you'll lose another pound, and maybe another pound after that. And to be honest, what you're really saying is that you want to get healthy. So this week we're focusing on making a choice, choosing one vision for the next 100 days, and then breaking it out into segments and figuring out what needs to be done in the first 20, the second 20, the third 20, the fourth 20, and then the fifth 20 days. Because if you really think about it that way, it's possible. Now, most of the time, when I suggest this very boring, practical way of executing vision, people kind of push back because it's scary. Oh, we're going to do this now? I was just dreaming. I was just feeling good about my dreams. And now suddenly it's getting real. So I know that you're capable of this. But there's a few things that have to be in place, and I want to share them with you. First, you're going to have to choose something. You can't do everything. If you have 100 things that you want to do, it's so likely that if you don't start with one, that you'll get 0. It's so important for you. So choose one thing. What I know to be true is that if you choose something, that your action, that your proactive activities will spread to other things. So pick one. Pick something that's really important to you, or pick something that's low-hanging fruit. But choose something and say, no matter what else happens, I know that at the end of 100 days, I'm going to get this thing done. Number 2, I really believe that you need to have some accountability. If you don't have accountability with another person, or accountability with yourself, because sometimes you can just keep your word to yourself and make it happen. If you don't have that, then it's probably not going to happen. We've all started a journey. We've all done it. And maybe you get 10 days into it, 20 or even 30 days. But if no one's watching, it's so easy to sleep in or not make those phone calls or just not take any steps forward. And you know why? Because your entire life is not built around your future life. It's not built around your best life. Your present is built around the circumstances of your present. And there are people that need you. They need you to do certain things in the present. And they're not worried about whether you're going to get that beautiful vision or whether or not your actions that benefit them are connected to your purpose. So you need someone that is accountable to the journey to your best life. And if they know it and they're on that journey too, that's really best, then you'll get there. I know that you will. The third thing is I really believe that, kind of to Tony Robbins' point, that you really flush out how things will look in the micro so that you can decide, is this really tangible, possible, or am I overestimating? Are you doing what I do, the 15 to 20 minute rule, where you're really not going to get there in that time? It's okay if you're not going to, but let's pull back your vision for that 100-day period so that you don't get discouraged, because it can be hard if you've bit off more than you can chew. It's uncomfortable, it's ill-fitting, and remember, it's not about the vision. It's about the importance of learning those processes. The last thing that is really, really important is that you're going to have a clause. You see, I keep focusing with you on the process. I want you to learn how this works, and then the sky's the limit for you. You can choose anything that you want. And so if you don't have this important clause, then it's going to be really hard for you. You may get it, but the likelihood goes down dramatically. And that is, you have to have a no matter what clause. You have to decide on this one thing that you've flushed out all those little details, and you have an accountability partner that you are going to do the actions no matter what. That's why I had you choose one thing, because you can't promise that you're going to, no matter what, do everything. It's not possible. But you can choose something and decide that in your process of learning how to connect with your purpose and tap into that power, that you're going to do what it takes no matter what. So that's it. It's really, I just want you to know, I'm not special. I have been able to achieve so many things that I've dreamed, but I'm not special. I'm not more hardworking than you. I'm not smarter than you. That's not what it is. I've learned, number one, that my vision is completely possible. I've learned that I don't have to rush everything, but I do need to value my time as precious and continue to move forward. And then those four things, I choose very carefully. I don't expect myself to do everything. I hold myself accountable, and I have other people around me that hold me accountable. They know what my dreams are. I really do think about it in the boring, practical way so that I can actually have what I want. And number four, in these areas that I promised myself, I have that no matter what clause. I know that you can do this. Take this 100-day journey and see what happens at the end of it. What you'll find is that vision, it may be amazing, but the more amazing, fantastic, delightful thing is the change that happens inside. If you like this coaching and you want more, make sure that you go to Facebook, go to the 180 Life Coaching Group, and join me on the 100-day journey. You just have to go to lizneed.com/100days and make sure that you subscribe, because I love putting this content out for you, and I just want you to know I'm just here to encourage you. You are part of my vision. My vision is to encourage as many people as I can. I have a number. If you want to know what it is, message me. I look forward to the end of this 100 days. Just remember this. You can do this. If you can see it, it's possible. And all you need to do is choose and get out there and do the work.